Okay, let's talk about a bass line you can use here to play over a traditional 12-bar type blues progression. We'll start by picking out the root notes of the chords. This type of progression is going to be a 1-4-5. So the root notes of the runs that we're going to use here are going to be, I'm going to use the key of A for this example. So we're going to have the A note on the 4th string on the 5th fret, and then there will be a D note on the 3rd string, 5th fret, and then we have an E note on the 3rd string, 7th fret. Okay, so we're going to pick a note progression that is roughly based on the major pentatonic scale. Okay, we're going to bypass the 2 note here and just play through a major pentatonic pattern minus the 2nd interval note here. Okay, so alright, now I'm going to just simply double up the notes, and then this will start to sound like a progression that goes with a 12-bar blues. So here's how it will sound. Okay, now I'm going to make the further addition here of the flat 7th note. So this would be, if you look at the A major scale, this note right here, we're going to flatten that note. So that's the flat 7th. And that will correspond to the flat 7th in the dominant 7th and the 9th chords that the guitar player will be playing. So here's how it will sound with the flat 7th note as a substitute for the octave. Okay, now one more little addition here, and then we can look at the entire progression. So let's look at the minor blues scale. Okay, I'm going to take this little run right here, this chromatic run out of the middle of the scale here, and I'm going to use that as a turnaround at the end of the 12 bars to indicate that the progression is about to start over. So let me go ahead and just play through the whole progression here, and then I'll do the turnaround at the end. Okay, so that is perfectly adequate to play over a 12-bar blues progression. Now we have this alternative here between the flat 7 and the octave as the last note, and we can use that option there to create some changes to mix things up a little bit, so you can break up the potential monotony of playing the same progression of notes over and over. So let me just play this and mix things up a little bit here, and you'll see how you can take this very simple major pentatonic based progression here and make it into something that sounds a little more interesting than simply playing the string of the same notes over and over. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you can see there how you can take something as simple as the major pentatonic scale and just make some slight modifications to it with some changes of direction, and then you can have a bass line that sounds kind of like it's wandering around, rather than simply playing the same straight series of notes over and over. So it adds a great deal of interest to your bass line. And so what you want to do is start with the major pentatonic scale minus the second interval there, and then add in the flat 7, and then just experiment with some of the combinations and where you can turn around within the scale. And in a short time you'll have a nice and easily repeatable bass line that you can use over any kind of 12-bar blues progression, and you can speed up or slow down as necessary to fit the song that you're playing, of course. So listen to your ear and give your fingers some time to adapt, and as always, practice, practice, practice.